Welcome back, guys, to Fire Emblem Path of Radiance as the enemy troopers swarm in and Ike goes to work yet again. And if you're wondering about the rush start to this episode as things go on, I pressed N instead of suspend. But the battle goes on. Another episode is underway as the crows come in to fight. And it seems we get to see not only skills, but Jill's new crit animation as well. Well, maybe Rolf won't be promoting at this rate, as the enemies keep coming in. Wyvern Lords are something to be feared, are they not? Well, okay, we've got 2 units left. We're all looking good then, right. Player phase begins. As Raven levels up once more, or more to the point, gets his extra ability going. Right, so how far can you go now, Raven? That far, can you? Well, one of the things we want to see is a Mist promote. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to get units as back far as possible, but at the furthest point of that we can rechant Mist as well. So if we get Mia to here, how much HP is she on? Oh, we better check that first. No, she regained all her HP. Right, so Rolf's the only other one we can heal. Well, that's a shame. Oh, we can heal Volk. Volk, it looks like you might not be getting any experience at this rate. Right, we'll move Nasir to... Yes. So Raven can chant you there, so we need Mist there. And Nasir can move to here then. Alright, time to get 2 more promotions underway. Another big heal goes on. 1 more heal will cause the promote, so the chant goes on. And so the moving the back unit all the way up has proved fruitful in the end. Right, so can we actually get to... Oh, we can actually even get to heal Rolf at this point in time. So if we move to Daein out the way, we have the last heal we need for the last bit of experience. And so we get started on a lucrative beginning. As Mist has hit 21. The sun shines from above. And we get a promotion, which somehow makes a horse appear. But now she's gone from Cleric to Valkyrie, a mounted unit gaining strength, lots of defense, some extra speed, res, skill, mag. I think her stats look ridiculous, that's for sure. But the most important part here is now she can use swords. Right, so we need to get her with a sword equipped. But first of all, that's just looking quite nice for the overall stats, wouldn't you say? Now it's your turn, sir. Your turn indeed. Now, should we go for a standard hit, which will probably be enough to level you up, or not? Do you know what? Let's go for the full blow, I think. So what we do is we're going to move you out. Volk is going to take another KO here. 1 knife will do the job. Especially when he crits again. Right, putting him up half an experience bar's worth, as now the final blow is to be dealt. Rolf's bow flies over, or should we just use an iron bow? It seems fine, but Rolf's bow will definitely get the KO. It's time for another promote. As we get another class change, let's do this! Both the young ones leveling up in the same turn. Who'd have guessed? They've been around for the same amount of time after all. And so Rolf, after taking part in defeating his master, goes from archer to sniper himself, gaining +3 in strength there, 2 mag as well if he needs that, some extra speed, some extra defense, and I think that makes him a fairly good unit, don't you? Weapon levels up as well, as we've routed all the enemies. So many promoted units got out of that. Crud, I lost. This was a plum chance for me to get a leg up in this world too. Shinon. Ha! And I can't believe that the one who defeats me is little Lord Ike. Looks like I've lost my edge. I'm ready, boy. Go on. Finish what you started. Come back to the company. I don't think so. You've never liked me. As far back as I can remember, you have never liked me. That's right. Still don't. You called me a weakling. Said I was nothing without the help of my father. That's what you said, right? That's why you hated me. Sounds like me. Don't you get it? I just beat you. So your reasons don't hold water anymore, do they? Pah! It's enough you beat me. Now you gotta talk me to death? I'll say it once more. Come back to the company. I acknowledge your abilities. As commander, I want you with us. Let's have another go around. I win, and I'm commander. Agreed? I win, and you fall in line. Agreed? Don't worry, boy. I'll make it quick. Let's go. General, we seized control of the surrounding area, and the remaining Daein troops are retreating. General? Oh, right. Understood. I beg your leave. General, eh? Weird. You know, you never look relaxed. Nasir, what's going on? We haven't seen much of you lately. I've been a bit busy. In order to leave Benyon, I had to sell my ship and dismiss the crew. There was a lot to take care of. Is that so? Ha! It looks like you've been caught up in our struggle after all. Are you alright with that? I mean, I know you've got a lot of your own matters to handle. It's not like I've abandoned my own interests to join up with the Crimean army. For me, I've judged that there's value in travelling with you. So don't worry about it overly much. If you say so, you're a fairly knowledgeable fellow, so it's nice having you around. Ha! I think that's mutual. Now then, I've got some good news. What is it? Senior officials in Gallia are moving to action. Until now, they've been content to take a defensive stance and wait it out, but it appears this never-ending stalemate has exhausted their patience. Ike, this victory here today was a very important thing. It may prove to be a decisive first step in breaking Daein's power. News of it will spread like wildfire over the entire continent and give countries confidence to speak out against Daein. If Crimea is a rallying point, Gallia may well be moved to join this war. You just need to keep winning. If you can do that, the road will open before you. History will be made. Could Daein truly fall at our hands? Can I make that happen? Me? Use what you've been given. Great things will happen. You have it in you to lead, Ike. For now, it's merely one portion of the bird tribes. But your relationship is established. It's because you resolved to gain their trust and then made it happen. It's all due to my father. If my actions prove to be the right ones, it will be due to the way my father raised me. If you treat others in good faith, they will follow you of their own volition. That's what he taught me. He was a magnificent man, wasn't he? When I was younger, I wanted nothing more than to be as strong as my father. And then I wanted to surpass him. Now, that is a goal I'll never achieve. What's that? The border's been breached? Everyone was defeated. Not only the Daein troops, but our brigade as well. Cut down like wheat in a field. Huh. Well, that was impressively done. For a band of sellswords, that is. There's nothing else to do. Send a message to the Daein command and tell them the enemy is stronger than expected. At once. Wait, hold a moment. Yes? Send a Daein human instead. I don't care which one. Just don't use any of our troops. But a wingless human will take such a long time to... General Petrine commands the next front. She's a very temperamental woman. But go if you like. Tell her that the Kilvas ravens have been defeated. She'll roast you like a chicken and use your bones for stock. Understood. I will find a human. I would too. Who's there? Soren? What are you doing here? What are you planning? Where did that come from? I've no idea what you're talking about. Don't play dumb with me. We're past that. Gallia's decision to join in this war was based on some new information they received, wasn't it? Cat got your tongue? Fine. I'll tell you what you've been doing here. You were to deliver Princess Crimea to Begnion to see if she could garner any support for her cause. And regardless of whether she got that assistance or not, to judge if she was worthy of Laguz's support. Am I wrong? If you figured all of this out, why remain silent? Because your actions were beneficial to Princess Crimea. I determined that even if left to your own devices, you would not harm the princess. It sounds like you don't think that's the case anymore. You accomplished both missions, but you've come back anyway. To what end? I don't have to explain myself to you. That's true only until I reveal your purpose to Ike. Everyone has a secret or two that he wants to bury somewhere deep, including you, Soren. I don't know what you mean. Oh, I trust that we understand each other. The army rises early tomorrow. I suggest we turn in. The enemy knew we were coming today. And you think I'm responsible? Yes, I do. My oh my, you really are suspicious, aren't you? Good night, Soren. And so ends another chapter with tons of promoted units going on in there. We move on. Let's get going. Princess Alincia's newly formed Crimean army, with Ike as its commander, marches to Tor Garen and claims its first victory. Tor Garen is a vast wall guarding Daein's border, manned by battalions of well-trained soldiers who was long thought impenetrable. Yet the strength of the Crimean army under General Ike's leadership far outstrips Daein's expectations, and Tor Garen falls. Learning of Gallia's increasing interest in the war, Ike wastes no time ordering his troops further into the heart of Daein. Gears of history, which had come to a halt with the fall of Crimea, slowly creak to life once more. And so begins Chapter 19, Entrusted. Nasala! King Nasir of Kilvas! I would speak with you now! Oh, this isn't General Petrine. What brings you up to these frosty mountain peaks? I have no time for pleasantries. Is it true? Has Crimea's army breached Tor Garen? Though I am loath to report it, this appears to be the case. Bah! Kiachi, you worthless dog! Being defeated by that girl's motley band just proves how useless he was. Surely it's not the general's fault alone. He was told that Crimea's army was weak and that Tor Garen was impregnable. And yet, he was defeated. I say that someone severely underestimated our enemy. Wouldn't you? What was that? Did you dare to insult Daein, Crow? Men have forfeited their lives for less. Insult Daein? Never! Come now, General Petrine. I'm merely stating facts. Regardless of the previous battle's outcome, Crimea's army will be stopped here. I will be taking the field myself. Sounds like you've set the stage for a grand performance. General Petrine, Kilvas will always stand at Daein's side, as long as we receive our payment, of course. If gold is all it takes, then may our friendship never end. See to it that your performance warrants such consideration. Hamasa, come here. Yes. Work with King Kilvas and put a stop to Crimea's army. No screw-ups, or else. Leave it to me, General. I will not suffer another failure. King Kilvas, you must finish them. Do so quickly. Are we clear? I'm sick to death of being made a fool by that Crimean floozy and a pathetic band of sellswords. And the remaining portion of my fee? Don't worry, we have it ready. You'll get paid when the job is done. As long as we're clear on that point, everything's settled. Well then, I'm off. Dog's breath! Even by half-breed standards, those crows are complete scum! Give that one even the smallest opening, and he'll steal the eyes from your skull. What an untrustworthy wretch! Ike, I'd like to report the results of our last battle, but before we move on, didn't Mr. Guy look very familiar to a certain person we recruited in the desert? It's like more or less the same character model, just ever so slightly changed with a bright green hair going on. Well, let's see who is our MVP, and Jill comes out on top. New ally with Tenif, Raisin, Ulki, and Janaf. Quite a bit of combat experience gained, but more to the point, we got so many promotions, we were happy. Let's put it that way. Bonus experience as well. Gain on top of that. There were no deaths and no injuries beyond our capabilities to heal with our 2 healers. Everyone performed exceedingly well. That is all. By your leave, I will excuse myself. You go and do that, sir, as we're back to Barracks once again. Right then, I guess we have some major outfitting to do onto our new troops, just to make sure everyone's there. Soren's just feeling a little bit left behind now, because he didn't get to promote. No sirree, Bob. But apart from that, we've got lots of lovely people racing there, being able to boost people forward nicely. There's a very nice unit there, so I might be able to take him from here on out. I do not know. Volk is just about to hit level 20 himself. We've got like Janaf there and all that. It just depends on who we bring from here on out. And Neff, who I think is gonna have trouble getting any supports at this point in time, because as we look at our support board here, Neff has Brom and Devdan that she can support with. And we're fielding neither of them. There's one more person still on the list, but still, I don't know if it will come about at this point in time. To be honest, if you want to get perfect supports, it's something you kind of have to play for from Chapter 1, rather than what we're doing, which is trying to sort it out now. But Ike's still waiting to get a support with Soren. Mist is there with Jill at A, waiting for one more with Boyd, hopefully, I'd have to say. Rolf has to pick some supports here as well. Boyd has Titania as a support at this point in time, so maybe we'll go for a B rank there. Apart from that, we may be looking to like spread some, because we're looking for a B rank with Mist as well. And then maybe get one with like Ulki or Brom, maybe field Ulki for a bit if we're going to field a Flying Laguz. I do not know. Right. Apart from that, we could get Rolf duoing with Shinon a little bit in terms of one of the support levels. Maybe we'll do that, eh? I kind of want to hear more between the two of them, so let's do it. Let's do it. Maybe we'll field Shinon for just like a few maps and see if we can get another support built up for a B rank. Uncle Shinon! Wait! Uncle Shinon! What do you want, Rolf? Tee-hee-hee! Look at this! Why are you showing me this? It's just a piece of bent wood. No, Shinon, it's a bow! You gave me my first bow, and I wanted to return the favour. I'm making it one whittle at a time. I know it's not exactly the best looking weapon out there, but I hope you'll use it. Meh. Maybe if I overhauled it. Maybe able to call it a bow? This thing is going to break the first time I fire it. You want me to be unarmed on the battlefield? Is that it? I don't... Look, to begin with, you used the wrong kind of wood. This is much too hard and inflexible. Remember the bow I made for you? It didn't look like this, did it? But I worked so hard. It should be just like yours. Not even close. Not even... Ah, crud, don't start bawling. Look, let me give you a quick lesson. Really? Promise? Oh, I'm so happy. Yay, yay. I love you, Unky Shinon. Yeah, it's a promise. Now quit clinging to me like a lost dog. Hey, seriously. Rolf! Okay, lost dog clinging is in effect, it seems, apart from that, so maybe Boyd and Titania could do a little bit of talking as well at this point in time. 98, 99, 100, and done. Bleh, What's the point in swinging an axe by myself? I should probably try to find Ike. Maybe a quick nap first. Boyd! Ha! Titania! Where do you think you're going? Are you blowing off your training again? No, I was just training! No, I'm not slacking, I swear. I was just, going to work out with Ike. You know me, I'm all about the fighting. Boyd, I know the training is tough, but if you make light of it, you're closer to death than you ever want to be. You're a mercenary. When you're confused or exhausted during a long battle, instincts make all the difference. But, Titania, I just can't get into training when I don't have a partner. Can't get into it? Boyd? Don't make me chew you out again. Joking. I'm just joking. What I just said, all a joke. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, I'm just dying to do some practice swings. Yeah. Boy, training is so much fun. Isn't that right, Titania? Woo! I love training. Darn it, Boyd. Why are you so lazy? You're a natural fighter, you know that? You could even be a better fighter than me if you just put your mind to it. Anyway, keep practicing. Right, so a little bit of chat there leads us on to thinking even more support's going around the place. Well, Shinon has the possibility to support here with Gatru as well, apart from that Janaf on top of that, so another bird friend. To be honest, it might be nice to try out some of these other supports going around at this point in time, but for now we end the episode because we have come back to base and there are things to do. There's people to check out, pure info, more talking, more outfitting, which I'm going to get to right now. So join me next time for more Path of Radiance as we move on to another chapter. Maybe. Bye-bye.